Hey everybody, MarikoOkuri here, bringing you part 2 of Let's Play MegaMan Xtreme. In the last part, we went through Central Highway and defeated Vio/Vava. In this part, we are going to start the main game. Alright, now the reason why I'm back here in the start menu, or the intro screen, is because the mode that we were doing is normal mode, which right here is displayed as game start. The reason why I did that in the last video is because, well, we're going to be doing extreme mode. The reason why I started with game start is because hard mode and extreme mode do not have the story elements intact. They actually are separate from the game. The reason for this is, well, very obvious. In normal mode, you only fight 4 Mavericks, and then you continue on to the Sigma stages and the final boss. You only get those 4 Mavericks and their abilities, and that's it. But after you defeat the first mode, you get the second mode, which is hard mode. And in that mode, you get 4 new Mavericks, 4 new powers, and basically, I think the same final boss. After you defeat that mode, you get extreme mode, which is basically the same as hard mode with no storyline, but the difference is that it combines the Mavericks from normal mode and hard mode. So that way you have a total of 8 Mavericks, and then the Sigma stages and the final boss. The reason why I wanted to show the storyline from the normal mode is because I'm going to try to keep the storyline intact. So I'm going to be doing 2 playthroughs. Except one of them won't be shown because, well, it's only for me to get the cutscenes into video form. But we'll be doing extreme mode to do pretty much every single Maverick, get all the parts, and all the abilities. So, with that out of the way, let's start. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go through Central Highway again. And to, you know, keep the video size of this Let's Play or episode small, I'm going to have to cut away and cut back when I actually finish the stage. So, be right back. Alright, now I'm done with that, let's continue on. We don't need to save, because, if I fail at this recording, I'm gonna have to restart it anyways. And here we are with the stage select screen. And as you can see, we have 8 Mavericks. But if this was the other modes, in normal mode we would have only Chill Penguin, Spark Mandrill, Storm Eagle, and Flame... forgot his name. Flame Antelope, I don't know. The other ones would be Wheel Gator, it's been a while since I've played MegaMan X2. I think it was Magnetic Centipede, Armored Armadillo, and Morphing Moth. This column right here would represent the normal mode, and this column right here would represent the hard mode Mavericks. Now, if you are a seasoned or MegaMan X veteran, you would understand that the first person to go after is Chill Penguin. And I'm gonna have to follow tradition, but I'm not gonna like it. Now, before I talk about how great the music is represented in this game, and the graphics for the background, let me just talk about one thing. I hate Chill Penguin. Now, granted, I like him in the Mega Man anime that came with the PSP remake, and I like, you know, his stage and his fight in the Super Nintendo version. I just despise him in this one. For other people, they say that Chill Penguin is a bit more easier in this version. For me, I think he's much more difficult. I don't know why, but for some reason I have a harder time facing Chill Penguin in this game than facing him in the Super Nintendo. Right here, just like in the Super Nintendo version, we're gonna see a Dr. Light capsule in the middle of the stage. We can't skip it or go around it. We're gonna have to take it. Enter this capsule, X. Take this leg upgrade. The upgrade will enhance your mobility on climbing the wall. This upgrade will also allow you to crush certain blocks. Your field of activities have now been expanded. Go destroy the evil X. And with that, we get the leg upgrade. Nothing really changes, except you can climb walls a little bit faster, and that, you can destroy certain blocks that involve having to wall jump, to destroy them. Kind of a strange way to destroy blocks, but hey, Dr. Light also created Bomb Man. That was a great idea. Anyways, let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I like how in the Game Boy Color version of MegaMan X, I was gonna say MegaMan Xtreme, that they kept most of the stage design and the features intact. The ride armor is still in the game. You can still hover for a certain amount of time. You can charge up your punch and fall to death. Pretty much everything from the original Super Nintendo version of this game is pretty much intact. Wall jumping, the items, locations, the bosses, repetitious fighting or moves. Pretty much everything from the Super Nintendo is intact. The only thing is that, seeing as it's a Game Boy Color, yeah, some things are gonna look a little bit crazy. Like, for example, the sprite flicker for such detailed environments. I mean, everything around here is just very nicely and detailed. Then again, lots of other Game Boy Color games were pretty much detailed as well. But not this detailed. Alright, let's take out this last snowball guy throwing thing. And make it to Chill Penguin's domain. Alright, you malicious bastard, let's duel. Now, problem with Chill Penguins is that if you know from Mega Man tradition that no matter what game you're playing, when you first play and choose your first robot master or Maverick, you have to defeat it with only your Buster. Now, the problem with that right here is that they take so little damage from your shots. In Mega Man X, when you use charge shots against Mavericks, it deals a lot of damage. And this one, it just only takes about 2 units of energy. And if just a regular shot just takes 1 unit, which it's to be expected, seeing as it's just your regular shot. But it just makes things much more lengthy. Alright, so far so good. Maybe we might be able to get through this without a scratch. I did have previous recordings of this, and I ended up dying 3, 4, 6 times! So it's good to see that I'm actually gonna make it this time. Whoa! Alright, let's destroy another bit of these statues. Almost there, don't mess this up. Ah, that's another thing I hate about the Game Boy Color version of this game, even though I like it. The thing is that the Mavericks can get, or in this case, Chill Penguin has some random invincibility time. He gets to be invincible for just too long. And I actually thought I was gonna get through there without a scratch. And In the Super Nintendo version, he had no invincibility when he was starting up those little penguin sculptures. But for some reason, he just has that invincibility time during his attack. I don't understand why they added that. It actually makes it much more harder to defeat him when he has an extra invincibility time. I mean, I can understand when he's sliding on the floor, but not when he's doing that attack, which he didn't have the ability to be invincible for. It's just unfair. And, of course, just gotta wait for him to try to shoot or use his wind power to blow those penguin sculptures out of the way. Or he could just stay there and start spamming his dumb ice ball attack. Ha! Okay, there we go. Out of limbo. The thing is, this penguin statues can be a bit annoying when it comes to him finishing. Like, for example, he could either try to jump across a screen and he'll land on top of you with the penguin statue in the way, or he can try to activate the wind, I guess he has a wind tunnel in here or something. The wind or fan, and cause the statues to run into you. It's also much more difficult to avoid his attacks when in the Game Boy Color version they had to minimize the area you had to fight him in. The area of field that you had to fight him in is much more smaller than it was in the Super Nintendo. Which in here is not good. See? Come on, that should have landed. He wasn't even doing anything. Alright, just one more hit and he should be done. Of course. Let's get him in the air. Take that, you malicious bird. And we are done. And with the victory of destroying evil Happy Feet, we got the Shotgun Ice. And it's actually true. I actually never noticed it until now, but, well, thinking about it. But the Shotgun Ice actually does act like a shotgun. Even though you shoot a little small shot of ice at somebody, as soon as it hits a target, it actually spreads like a shotgun. Huh. Anyways, let's save. Let's replace this old one. And with that, we are done with Chill Penguin. Alright. Well. My thoughts? Unfair, ruly bastard. I don't see why Capcom needed to make him a bit more difficult by giving him an extra invincibility time and making his moves a little bit unfair. Even though he has the same moves, they did make it a little bit unfair with the size of the screen. They should have at least altered a little bit to go along with the stage design, with the area that's left in. But what do I know? Anyways, if you like this part, subscribe to my videos. White little button, give me a good thumbs up review down below this video, and check out my other parts if you like this one. In the next episode, we are going to take on the evil... ignorant. I'm trying to think of a insult for him. What was that term that they used for Donkey Kong? I don't know. Anyways, in the next part, we're going to take on Spark Mandrill. The shockingly... Goodbye.